It's 5 o'clock on this Wednesday evening, 6th of September 2017. It's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening, September 6th, 2017. I'm Peter J. Wiggins, and that's Robert Stevens over there. It's time for the 5 o'clock news, and our top story at the 5 o'clock hour is very dangerous. Hurricane Irma batters Caribbean islands. Threat to South Florida continues to increase. And Hurricane Irma now has caused 3 deaths in Caribbean as Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina brace for the storm. And the track could be impact vulnerable Florida bridges with surge and wind. And looking at the latest on Irma, 12 p.m. tomorrow, mandatory evacuation for Broward County. Broward officials and Miami County officials preparing for Irma. Sheriff Scott Israel, Broward Sheriff, and Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi is urging the citizens to be aware of price gouging. Broward County and Miami-Dade schools are closed Thursday and Friday, and people are urged to be prepared for this powerful storm. We'll have more on that. The latest track on the weather segment of Peter Channel 5 o'clock news. Other news, President Trump sides with Democrats and Deb Seal throwing Republican plans in chaos. Blue State sue Trump over the ACA. Facebook says it sold political ads to a Russian company during 2016 election. China can't solve the North Korea problem. Bengal tiger gunned down in the suburbs of Henry County in Georgia. Taliban attacks U.S. Afghan base in retaliation of U.S. leaflets. Why the immigration debate is far from over. North Korean nuclear crisis tests cause landslides. Bernie Sanders on Hillary Clinton's criticism. Look forward and not backward. Republican and smart white traditional American candidate said on Facebook it backfired. Senator Mendes corruption trial gets underway. The Middle Eastern Kingdom of Bahrain is shot to the #1 spot on the list of the best places in the world to live and work. Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi condemned international coverage of the migrant crisis in the country's Rakhine state. Discussions deploying U.S. tactical nuclear weapons was going in Japan. Tensions on Renanai near a former golf course in Sangju, South Korea. Tropical storm Jose gained strength Wednesday in the Atlantic Ocean and is forecast to become a hurricane by later today, the National Hurricane Center said. President Trump on Wednesday is scheduled to participate in a Texas performance event with workers from the energy sector in Bismarck, North Dakota. While Trump and First Lady Melania Trump picked 12 charities to split the $1 million donation to 2 made to assist the victims of Hurricane Harvey. A former IT staff for the U.S. House Democratic will return from Pakistani joining her husband and facing federal bank charges under a deal with prosecutors. President Trump has said he agreed to the Democrats' request to tie a relief package for Hurricane Harvey to measure to raise the debt limit in the short term. Tropical Storm Katia became the 3rd name currently in the Atlantic on Wednesday, joining Irma and Jose. Cap's athletic growth bet begins by wooing girls and their moms. T-Mobile is giving away Netflix service to its family plan customers. The U.S. is speeding toward its first national law for self-driving cars. Looking at stocks down, what 54.33 points at 21,807.64. SP 5 up 7.69 at 24.65.54, and Nasdaq up 17.74 at 63.93.31. In Quincy, Massachusetts, the orders will regulate soap homes as there is currently no permanent process in place for them. See, I included something from the Patriot Ledger. Solar outbursts could scramble Earth's communications as sun unleashes months solar flares strongest in a decade. Curiosity has discovered something that raises more questions about life on Mars. Scientists propose a new kind of quantum computer, but what does that mean? Kentucky abortion clinic featured at stake in federal trial. 5 boy who stopped heart after a bite of a hot dog and found a rare condition. Peter Channel News Time is 5:04 on this Wednesday evening. It's time now for Sports Port. Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in the finale of a 3-game series at Fenway Park. And the North Lancers girls soccer game against Bellingham Blackhawks scheduled today was moved to tomorrow due to the rain. Tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. North Lancers Bellingham Blackhawks girls soccer. NFLPA concluded that Tom Brady did not have a concussion. Michael Bennett accuses Las Vegas police of excessive force. Isaiah Thomas pens a emotional letter to Boston about trade. He didn't agree with it, and Ezekiel Elliott was in preparation of playing in week number 1. Peter Channel News Time is 5:04 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for traffic. Turn to the pot. Baby! Let's study off on the MTA. We're on the commuter rail. Pittsburgh line train 422 has a delay. 4:05 p.m. from Worcester. Departed work. Just not brand new schedule. And Rockville line train 118 3:20 p.m. from Rockville. Dropping 5 minutes late. Bit dancing up between Gloucester and North Station due to late arrival of the shuttle bus connection. And the ferries they are looking good. Okay, looking at hours and byways of New England. It's Wednesday evening, starting off down in Providence and vicinity, where 95 on the southbound side, so between Pawtucket and downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side, so between 3rd Avenue, curve to downtown Providence. 195, little slow both ends between East Providence and downtown Providence. 295 on the southbound side, 8 so around the 6th and Johnson. 295 on the northbound side, so between 51 and 12 in Cranston. 610 connector, so between 6 and 95 in downtown Providence. And the East Bay Crescent, Jamestown, and Newport bridges are looking good, but the Mount Bridge is a little slow on the southbound side. 195 westbound side, little slow from 88 in Westport down to 24 in Fall Weather. 24 on the southbound side, slow from 45 to 44 in Random Stretch. And southbound side, stop and go after 120 in Kenton and hit break again from 123 in Buckton towards 106 in West Bridgewater. 495 on the northbound side, so between 140 in Mansfield area to 95. 95 on the southbound side, 8 stopping up between 128 in Kenton all the way to 495 in Mansfield. 3 in the southbound side, so over the Braintree stretch. From the split down to Union Street and Braintree, 128 both ends. It's backed up from 93 out in Kenton all the way to the Braintree split. 128 on the southbound side, so between Route 9 and Wesley all the way up down around 130 Kenton down to Route 24. 7 Expressway southbound side, so from the Mass Pike to Boston 9 the Braintree split. 93 on both ends is backed up between the Mass Pike in Boston area down at Zachem Bridge. 93 to the northbound side, 8 so from Boston down to Bedford. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, 8 so before 7 Expressway in Boston. 97 Expressway. Mass Pike both ends back between South Boston and Logan Airport. Mass Pike westbound side, 8 so between Brickton all the way down around Framing at Mass Pike eastbound side, so the Newton stretch. 120 on the southbound side. It is so between Lexington and down to Waltham. 120 is northbound side, so between Woburn and Wakefield and Linfield. Route 1 on the northbound side, 8 so between Riviera down to Saugus. 3 on the northbound side, so the Bill Record stretch and the express between Lowell and up to the Tingsboro. And 495 on the southbound side, so between Southborough down and the Mass Pike up in Westford. Up north, 495 on the northbound side, so between 93 up in Andover all the way up to April. 93 on the northbound side, so between 125 in North Andover all the way up to 230 Methuen. 290 on the westbound side, so between 190 in Worcester all the way to Route 9 in Worcester. 91 on the southbound side, it's so between 391 to Tripoli down to 291 in Springfield, 291 on the southbound side, slow before 91 in Springfield. In Connecticut, 91 on the southbound side, so between Windsor down to Hartford, Connecticut, 84, both ends back between Newton and Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side, so from Windsor, Hartford stretch. 691 westbound side, so Meriden stretch. 84 eastbound side, so between Denbury and Newtown. Merritt Parkway eastbound side, so between Greenwich and all the way up at the Bridgeport and hip skim between New Haven and Hamden. Merritt Parkway westbound side, so between Hamden and New Haven. 95 on the northbound side, so between Greenwich all the way on Fairfield. 95 on the southbound side, so in the Stamford stretch. 95 on the southbound side, so between Stamford and New Haven and Bridgeport. And up north, Everett Turnpike on the northbound side, so between Nashville down to 93 up in Manchester, New Hampshire. But, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, always off. Looking good. Peter Channel News time is 5:08 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for a weather report. And we had 2 weather stories locally: the heavy rain and storms and flooding, and nationally, Irma. So let's focus on Irma first. It's 18.8 to the north, 65.4 to the west. Moving west-northwest at 16 miles an hour. Minimum pressure, 940 millibars. And max sustained winds, 185 miles an hour. I have Category 5 Hurricane Irma moving away from the northernmost spread downs and tropical storm hurricane conditions spreading over portions of Puerto Rico. That's where you grew up, right, Robert? Yeah. And the governor of the Bahamas has issued a hurricane warning for the Central Bahamas, including Cat Island and the Exumas, Long Island, Rum Cay, and San Salvador. A hurricane watch has been issued for the northwest Bahamas, including the Epcos and Andros Islands, Berry Islands, Bimini, Elfra, Grand Bahama Islands, and New Providence. The governor of Cuba has issued a tropical warning for the Cuban province of Guantanamo, Hogan, and Las Tunas. The governor of France has instituted hurricane warning for St. Martin and St. Bartholomew. A hurricane warning is in effect for British and U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Vizcaya, and Cabrera, Dominican Republic from Cabagano to the northern border of Haiti, Haiti from the northern border with the Dominican Republic to Mall St. Nicholas and southeast Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands, central Bahamas. A hurricane watch in effect for Cuba from Matanzas provinces with the Guantanamo province and northwest Bahamas. 8 tropical warnings in effect for Dominican Republic from the south of Cabagano westward to the southern border of Haiti. Haiti from the south of Limon, St. Nicholas to Port-au-Prince, and Cuba provinces of Guantanamo, Hogan, and Las Tunas. Hurricane warning means that the hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the water, and the preparation to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible in the watch area. A watch is typically issued 48 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm first winds and conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. A tropical warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the water area. Interest levels are in the Dominican Republic and Haiti, as well as Cuba, the northwest of Bahamas, and Florida should monitor the podcast of Burma. For storm information specific to your area in the United States, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by a local and National Weather Service forecast office. For storm information specific to your area outside the United States, please monitor products issued by a local and National Meteorological Service. At 5 p.m., the active hurricane number is located near latitude 18.8 to the north, longitude 65.4 to the west. Irma is moving toward the west northwest near 60 miles an hour, and this general motion is expected to continue for the next couple of days on the forecast track. The extremely dangerous core of Irma will pass just north of Puerto Rico tonight, pass near just north of the coast of Hispaniola Thursday, and be near the Turks and Caicos Islands, southeast Bahamas by Thursday evening. The max sustained winds are near 185 miles an hour of higher gusts, and Irma is a Category 5 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Some fluctuation in intensity are likely during the next day, too, and Irma is forecast to become a powerful Category 4 or 5 hurricane in the next couple of days. Hurricane force winds extend out to 150 miles an hour from the center. Tropical force winds extend out to 185 miles an hour, and wind gusts to 62 miles an hour has been recently reported at San Juan, Puerto Rico. Estimated minimum center pressure based on Air Force forecast aircraft data is 940 millibars at 26.99 inches. Storm surge, the combination of life-threatening storm surge and large breaker waves will raise up water levels above normal tide levels from the today fall on the mats within the hurricane water area near and to the north of the center of Irma. Near the coast, the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Turks and Caicos Islands 15-20 feet, southeastern and central Bahamas 15-20 feet, northern coast of Dominican Republic 3 to 5 feet, northern coast of Haiti and the Gulf of Canaria 1 to 3 feet, and northern coast of Cuba and the water area 5 to 10 feet. Water levels in the Leeward Islands will have gradually subside tonight, and the combination of life-threatening storm surge and the tide will be cause normally dry areas near the coastline to be flooded by resident waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water is expected to be reaching the fallen heights above ground if the peak surge occurs at the time of high tide. British and U.S. Virgin Islands except St. Croix 7 to 11 feet, northern coast of Puerto Rico 4 to 6 feet, and southern coast of Puerto Rico and St. Croix 2 to 4 feet. The Davis water will occur along the immediate coast in the areas of onshore winds, while the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves, and surge-related flooding depends on the relative time of the surge of the tropical cyclone can vary greatly over the short distance. For information specific to the area, please see products by the local National Weather Service forecast office. Wind, tropical storm, and hurricane conditions are occurring over the British and U.S. Virgin Islands and will spread westward over the portion of Puerto Rico tonight. Hurricane conditions are expected to begin within the hurricane warning area in the Dominican Republic and Haiti early Thursday, with tropical storm conditions beginning tonight, and hurricane conditions are expected to begin in the water area in the southeast Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Islands on Thursday. Will tropical storm conditions by late tonight. These conditions spread into the central Bahamas by Thursday night, and hurricane and tropical storm conditions are possibly within the watch area in the central Bahamas and Cuba by Friday, and tropical storm conditions are expected to begin with a warning area in Cuba Thursday night. Rainfall, Irma is expected to produce the rainfall rain accumulation spot Saturday. Normally, Rhode Islands and additional 1 3 inches, storm total 8 to 12 inches, and now same amount 20 inches in northeast Puerto Rico, and then the British and U.S. Virgin Islands 6 to 12 inches, and now 20 inches. Southwest Puerto Rico 3 to 6 inches, and now 10 inches, and southern Leeward Islands and St. Croix 2 to 4 inches, and southeast Bahamas, central Bahamas, and in the Turks and Caicos 8 to 12 inches, that's 20 inches. Northern Dominican Republic and Northern Haiti 4 to 10 inches, that's 15 inches. Eastern and Central Cuba 4 to 10 inches, that's 15 inches, and Southwest Haiti 1 to 4 inches. In all areas, this rainfall may cause life-threatening flash floods and mudslides, and swells generated by the Irma will affect the northern Leeward Islands, the Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, and the southeast Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and northern coast of the Dominican Republic, and ports of the southeast coast United States during the next 7 days. It says all heck it costs life for server recurring conditions and please consult approximately a local weather office. And now take a look at the latest traffic situation down in Florida. Let's start off down in Miami. Even I do a traffic report down in Miami. Oh my! 95 on the northbound side. It's so between 836 and North Miami. 836 westbound, so between 933 down to Miami Airport. 195, the causeway, it's looking good. 95 on both ends up. Slow for the downtown Miami stretch. 836 on the northbound side. 826 on the northbound side, so between Virginia Gardens and Highlight Gardens. 932 eastbound side. Also on 826 in the Highlight Gardens. And 874 southbound side. It's slow between Glenvar Hills all the way into Three Lakes. And Route 1 on the southbound side. It's slow from Coral Gables all the way down to Homestead. And 95 on the northbound side, so between Miami and the Florida Turnpike. And 95 on the northbound side, so between Dania Beach all the way up to Pompano Beach and all the way up to Boca Raton Island Beach. And the Florida Turnpike, it is slow between Fort Lauderdale all the way up to Palm Beach Gardens. And 95 on the northbound side, it's so between Palm Beach Gardens all the way up to Port St. Lucie up in Florida. And I-75 looking good from Hialeah all the way down to Naples. So, Floridians, this is a storm that people need to take seriously. So, evacuate now, because don't take this storm seriously. This is not a joke. It's a devastating hurricane. That's right. I'm a serious forecaster. That's right. Meanwhile, close to home, we had some rain in the region, and we had some thunderstorms in the north area by about 10:55, 11 a.m., and now, raining lightly from Falmouth down to Yarmouth, some heavy band of rain showers after the Falmouth and around the Martha's Vineyard with some heavy band of rain showers central portion of Martha's Vineyard, not rain showers off Nantucket, stretching all the way up into mid-coast Maine between Rockland and Acadia National Park in Maine. And a lot of showers and storms set to the line from Derry, New Hampshire, all the way to Pepperville, Mass, and all the way down to Enfield, Connecticut, Windsor, and around Hartford, Connecticut. Lightly raining with a heavy band of rain showers, isolated showers southwest of Woonsocket and stretching down to southeast of Putnam, Connecticut, and rain lightly around Windham, Connecticut. And raining lightly from western Mass down to west central Connecticut and the central portions of Islip and Long Island, raining up of Vermont and western and eastern New Hampshire, and rain when western Maine and when Lewiston and Augusta, Maine. Alright. 7-day forecast, it goes like this. For tonight, we're going to have... flash flood watch continues for a portion of Massachusetts and Rhode Island, including any fallen areas in Massachusetts, Barnstable, Bristol, Essex, and Middlesex, and Norfolk, and Plymouth, and Suffolk, and Worcester counties, and Rhode Island, Bristol, Kent, Newport, Providence, Washington, for late tonight. Periods of showers and weather thunderstorms expected tonight with pockets of localized torrential rainfall. However, rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour with be possible with any stronger storms which may lead to localized flash flood, and if storms train with the same areas. The main concern is for localized urban flash flood and wildness. This will be possible areas across the entire watcher. The highest risk will be across Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Tonight, showers and possibly thunderstorms. Thunderstorms with disgusting winds, heavy rain, and frequent lightning. Patch fog after 10 p.m. 164 degrees, and south about 5 to 7 miles an hour gust side. 21 miles an hour chest pitch 1%. New rain amounts between 1 and 2 inches possible. Thursday, church shower Maine before 9 a.m. Patch fog before 10 a.m. or as clouds got have gradually become a most sun about 36 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chest pitch is 30%. New print spots less than 10 inches possible for Thursday night. Coastal coast about 51 degrees and west about 3 to 5 miles an hour for Friday. Patch fog between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. Otherwise, most of the sunny forecast about sunny for about 49 degrees and west about 58 miles an hour. Saturday, most of the sunny forecast with patch fog. High 69 about 49 degrees. Sunday, most sunny, most skies, high about 48 degrees with patch fog for 8 a.m. Monday, sunny, most skies with patch fog, high about 66, about 30 degrees. Tuesday, patch fog overall, most sunny and most skies, but 75, about 54 degrees. And but Wednesday, church showers, patch about 72 degrees. And currently, Taunton is most cloudy at 73. And in Norton, it's overcast, and we have 65 with humidity 96%. That is going to be it for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this September 6th, 2017 on Wednesday. I'm Peter J with Lost Out Rubber Season. I hope you all have a good evening. I'll see you at 11 o'clock for Late Night Report. I hope you all have a good evening.